Hey Levi, I got your project here. That's a crazy time signature that song is in, which I'm sure made editing pretty tricky. There are definitely some good things going on here. You've got your drums. I'm guessing some kind of Glenn Johns thing here. You've got the electrics, the bass, the vocal. Let's see here. Let's do a couple things that I've already changed. Here's 2728, so you're sending the vocal off sending it to the reverb. So some of those are the good things. The tracking sounds pretty decent. I can tell that he did obviously the acoustic and the vocals at the same time because there's lots of bleed of and that I don't know. I would have done another vocal take. I'd be curious why not. There's so much guitar that bleed. It's changing your acoustic sound and it's messing with the compression. And there's all sorts of issues. So I don't mind them tracking one the same. And then the guitar bleed's pretty good. That's not bad, but this is. And this is all about placement and pattern, and this is a tricky thing to get right. So yeah, my question would be, why didn't you just do another pass of the vocals? And I'm sure that there's a legitimate reason. So, but I would have insisted, like, well, let's just try it, and then you'd have this other track to mess with. Plus, you only have one track of vocals, and there's some issues. So, couple other things. Okay, so we've got this kick drum sound, and you can hear the bleed that you're trying to compete with, and you can't really gate that out. There's just so much bleed. My question would be, sort of where was the placement of this, and why wasn't more attention should have been paid, and you know that now, obviously. I mean, it sounds like that kick drum is like 2 feet in front of the drum, so you can try to gate that out, but I don't know how successful. Plus, you've got this as a shelving EQ. I don't know why you want to bring up 20 hertz, 6 dB, and 25 hertz and 30 hertz. So then fundamentally, you got top and bottom snare, which is cool. I thought the snare sounded really good. I think that's a great snare sound. And then with the room tracks, I think these are actually backwards. Oh no, I think my headphones are backwards. Yeah, no, I got my headphones on right. The rides, unless he's a left-handed drummer, because the ride cymbal seems to be more over here. Let me go back to where he's playing hi-hat and see, because he might be. But what we've got then is your bus. You're sending this to the reverb, so you're trying to do parallel compression here, and you're sending it. So you actually have 3 drum tracks. You have this drum track, and this other drum track. So you need to eliminate these. You don't need 2 buses to do this. So these tracks, let's pick 17 and 18, and let's just change 17 and 18. So these are all going here, and this is your light, and this is your heavy. So now my drum tracks exist here, here, and here. There's my light, and there's my heavy, which those sound great. Heavy. Even my light's hitting a little bit hard. Okay, then that's your parallel compression. A lot of these were pre-fader also. Effects are always post-fader. If I mute the track, I want the reverb to turn off, right? So. And there's all sorts of little mistakes through in there, especially right around here. Okay, so is it acoustic drum thing? I don't know. Let's listen to the acoustic in the drums. a hot mess just with those things, let alone anything else that's going on. So let's see the guitar. All that. So either the take needed to be punched in, or you need to edit and figure out how to make that sound right. It's hard. I don't know what's going on. Let's go with the bass. Let's start with the bass. So he's hitting. Is it a drum mistake? I don't know. I'd have to listen. Because he's got a lot of sounds hitting in this spot. So you can see here even the bass is not right in here. So it seems like maybe the drums are off there, like he hit the wrong. So there's that part. You can see that. That is not helping matters. So your job is to sort through the mess and figure that out. And I don't even know what. So let's turn off the drums and see if it's the drums. Everyone gets off. Can you hear that? I mean, everything's off. So you've got to work on that. We got the same thing here. We've got 2930 going to this compressor. Why are you doing that? What is going on there? What's the purpose of sending? You've got a high pass filter, which is great. Gate on the voice I'm not a big fan of, so I'm just going to turn that off, right? You've got some notch EQ and then some compression, which is great. And why are you sending it over to this compressor as well? What's the purpose? What are you trying to do? If you might use it through the output bus, would be to combine tracks. So for instance, you've got these, maybe we'll overdid with the drums, bus 17 and 18 all being bussed here, gathered together in the same compressor, which will tighten it up. So some good things and some things we